Hello, hello, hello. I believe we are live and in living color. My name is Alston Godbolt, and today we are going to talk a little bit about how to choose a niche for affiliate marketing. How to find a niche for affiliate marketing is exactly what we're going to talk about. But before we get started, I just want to introduce myself, who I am, and what I do. As I mentioned, my name is Alston Godbolt, and I create content to help you start generating passive income in just 1 hour per day with affiliate marketing. If that is something that you're interested in, I want you to consider liking, subscribing, and ringing the bell notification because I upload videos Monday through Friday trying to find different tips and tricks to help you make some money online. Now, let's go ahead and get right into it. There's a lot of information that we want to cover. There's a lot of stuff that I want to talk about. But before I talk about the niches and how to find a profitable niche, I have a few housekeeping items that I want to discuss with you. So I'm going to scroll that down, and as you can see on the screen, I have a new free affiliate marketing ebook. Just go to alstongodbolt.com/free-ebook. That is alstongodbolt.com/free-ebook. You'll enter in your email address. You'll get the ebook emailed to you, and you'll have access to it for forever. And also, it is a Google Doc, so anytime I make any changes or any updates, you'll have access to that as well. Also, I want to let everyone know that I am launching a podcast. In fact, shortly after this video is done, I'm going to record my first video, or my first podcast, I should say. Now, the reason why I'm doing it is I want to be a little bit more personable, or have a little bit more open, show myself just a little bit more. Now, I feel personally with my YouTube channel, I'm pretty guarded, I'm pretty closed off. It is just the facts. I very rarely talk about myself and my family, and I think that in that this podcast will provide me with an outlet to talk about my family and being an entrepreneur and doing some of those things. So if you are interested in that, I'm going to leave a link in my description as well. I'm also going to leave a link over on my website to get to the podcast. If you have podcast ideas, if you want to join the podcast, that's also something that I would be interested in working with you as well. All right, so without further ado, enough of the front end advertisements. Let's go ahead and get started. How to find a niche for affiliate marketing. Now, I want to let you know, and if you're new to my channel, I just want to give you a heads up and just kind of take a step back and give you a 100 or 1,000 foot overview of what affiliate marketing is. If you're not familiar, affiliate marketing is simply recommending someone else's problem to a customer to solve a problem, to solve a need or a perceived need. Most people want to lose weight, they want to make more money, they want to have a stronger relationship, and as an affiliate marketer, you are going to recommend products and services to help those people meet those needs, meet those problems. And so that's basically what it is. Now, I have a ton of other videos on this channel explaining in depth about affiliate marketing, and so I don't want to get us bogged down into that conversation just yet when we can talk about finding niches. So step number one, everything is a niche. And I think most people get frustrated or concerned because they feel like they have to limit themselves to health, wealth, relationships, and technology. But in reality, if it can be bought and sold online or even offline, it is a niche and you can make money from it. Now, in this video, I'm going to show you different ways to find niches. But if you have a need or a want to create content in basket weaving, or if if you're from the Michael Scott Paper Company and you want to create content about how paper is made, there is someone on the other side that's asking questions, and you can recommend different products and services. For example, when to use cardstock. That could be something where you promote let's say Office Max. If they have an affiliate program, you could promote Office Max as the cardstock of your of choice. Best cardstock to make a greeting card could be something that you could create down the line. So that's step one. Everything is a niche. You can make a very good income in just about anything. Now, you'll probably have to dominate a niche if it's really small, but anything and everything can be a niche. So let's go ahead and get into what essentially is number two. Are you weird? Now, the reason why I framed it like this is we have twins, as you may or may not know. They're both obviously 4 years old. And when our kids were first born and we take them places, they were an anomaly. We would have people coming, if we went to Target, we would have people coming from 500 feet away coming to look at the twins because no one had ever seen twins before. So if you have a weird thing that happens in your life that can potentially make money. Now think about it. If you have twins, or if you know someone that has twins, you know that you have to buy at least 2 of everything. You might have to buy 2 or 4 of everything. And if you can find different tips and tricks for twin families, you could monetize that. You could create a YouTube channel, you could create a blog post, you could create a podcast, tips and tricks for twin families. So if you know of a website, if you know of a place where they can buy one stroller, get one stroller for free, you can create a lot of content about the best stroller for twins, the best running stroller for twins. You could make a very good living just talking about weird things like twins. I'm sure triplets are even crazier, even more of an anomaly, but that's one aspect. Are you weird? Do you have a weird thing that happens in your life that's pretty normal to you? In reality, it's weird to everyone else, and you can make money from that. So that's number 2. Are you weird? Next, and more traditional, is Google Trends. Google Trends is a website that will tell you what's trending. The great thing is that all of this data comes from Google, and we know that Google is the largest search engine in the world, followed by YouTube. So you have a ton of information where people are telling you what's important, what's trending. And to figure out what's trending, you can do it one of 2 ways. If you have an idea already, you can type that idea into the search bar here, and it'll tell you if it's trending or not. So this is one way. As you can see, it starts to go up. One thing that you'll notice with ping pong is that it goes up every 4 years. Now, that usually coincides with the Olympics, and it's probably not going to go up this year because there aren't going to be any Olympics, at least for the time being. So ping pong can be one. If you're not familiar, if you don't have any ideas, you can always go to you can always look at trending searches. Trending searches are going to tell you what's popular very recently. So like today, within the last few days, you can also do that. So Google Trends can help you as well. Another thing that you can do with Google Trends, and not a lot of people talk about, is look at the year in search. So this will tell you what's important for 2009. Then you can also cross-reference that and see if it's still relevant. Are people still talking about the Area 51 raid? Probably not. Are people talking about some of these other things? Possibly. So you could still monetize this, but this gives you a base of operations so that you can start building your business. Some of these aren't going to be relevant because they're very in the moment trending topics, but some of these can actually continue to be important topics that people are still talking about. So Google Trends is a very good opportunity. Actually, in fact, there's another thing in Google Trends that I want to show you. So if I go back to the homepage of Google Trends, one of the things that it's talking about is the current crisis that's going around the world. What you can do is you can actually niche down essentially within this pandemic. And within the pandemic, it's telling you about what's important. Hopefully you'll be able to see that what's important, like Disney reservations, is a trending topic that's up over a very short period of time. And it also will give you what's trending in different countries. So this is another opportunity to find what's trending. It tells you what people are talking about on a global stage, and then you can figure out how it applies to you at a very local stage. If you scroll down, you can see people are asking questions. Is it safe to fly? You can create content on that. Is it safe to go to the beach? You can create content on that. You can make a very good living, and in fact, there are YouTube channels that are absolutely crushing it. They're gaining 10,000 subscribers per day just talking about the economic stimulus, talking about what Congress is talking about. Even though in the United States we know that Congress doesn't really take any action very often, they're talking about what other people are talking about and making money and getting subscribers. So that is one way, is Google Trends. After Google Trends, let us take a look around. One interesting thing, we went on a bike ride Wednesday morning, and one thing that I noticed were signs that were in almost every single yard. Now, these signs were congratulating kids on graduating high school, congratulating middle school, congratulating elementary school. Hopefully you guys can see that. Congratulating them on graduating elementary school. And that is a huge opportunity if you think about it. Just think about it. If you could find an affiliate program for like Signorama, it's really easy to find. You could do like Signage, type in Signage affiliate program. And you can find if, let's say, Sinorama has an affiliate program or something comparable that is available nationwide. The great thing, Magno Signs, there's some Speedy Signs. The great thing is restaurants are needing new signage. They're carry out only with their phone number. Elementary schools, high schools, everyone is needing signage now, and this is an opportunity to make money. So if you keep your eyes open, now if you had to come out with some content about the 10 best sign companies, you come out with a YouTube channel or Pinterest account or whatever with the 10 best sign companies to get your signs returned to you fast, you could have made a lot of money because people are going to be searching that information. Signage, and if you want to check if it's trending, you could jump over to Google Trends and see if people are asking. So if we typed in maybe signage, let's see, come on, there we go. So if we type in signage, we can see, as you can see here, to prove my concept here, it is shot straight up because, again, with graduations, with drive-by birthday parties, it is skyrocketing. And it probably will only be relevant and important over maybe the next month or two. After that, it'll probably jump straight down or fall off of a cliff. But as you can see, from 2004 to present, it has a steady decline. But if you look at it over the past, let's say, 12 months, it has shot straight up because every restaurant needs to tell people that they're open and they're available for carryouts and deliveries. When I drive down the main street here in Kenosha, I could see Olive Garden has that sign, Cheddar's has that sign. A number of restaurants have that sign letting people know that they're still open. Starbucks had that sign that they're still open, but they're only available for carryout or delivery. So that is another way. Just keep your eyes open, and the market will tell you what it needs. You have to be fast to act on it, but keep your eyes open. After signage, let's take a look at recent purchases. Now that this is incredibly large here, let's see. Let's see if we can, I'm going to have to shrink this just a little bit. Come on. All right, so the next thing that you can do is you can take a look at recent purchases. Now, if you have purchased anything from Amazon, if you've purchased anything from any store, really, they keep a record of it. And what you can do is just jump right over to Amazon and go to your orders and take a look at your recent orders. You can also take a look at things that you've recently viewed. Now, you have purchased whatever it is to fulfill a need or perceived need. For example, right here on the front page, I had to purchase inner tubes because the inner tubes on the bike carrier to carry my smallest child in, they exploded, they don't work. So I had to go and do a little bit of research and figure out what was the best one for our needs, and boom, it returned a result. And you can do this too. Go look over recent purchases and just think, whatever question you've asked or whatever thing you've looked up on Amazon, there are millions, if not billions, of people that have done the exact same thing. So take a look at recent purchases, figure out what need that fulfilled, and then you just simply create content. Usually what we do is when we need help, when we need something resolved, we jump over to Google and we just type in the first thing that we can think of. So let's use the inner tubes, for example. So we go into Google and we type in inner tubes. And then you might ask a question, what size inner tube for this bike? And as you get closer to a buying decision, you refine your question more and more. So again, you start at the very top, inner tube, that's a very generic word, very generic search term. And then you start asking yourself questions. Well, what size inner tube do I need for, whatever type of bike I have? And then you might type in best inner tube or best whatever size inner tube you need for biking. And then you might go to, I think these were, I don't remember what type of inner tube this was, but then you're going to type in the inner tube type and then review. So this is the Bob Revolution inner tube. At one point, I probably typed in Bob Revolution inner tube review because I want to make sure that I'm buying a quality product. And you can basically do this with any type of product. You just need to work backwards. You have a product that you want to promote or a series of products that you want to promote. Then you need to figure out the questions that people are asking, and then you just need to create that content. So when you work backwards, you start finding success. All right, so after looking at recent purchases, let's go ahead and look at hobbies. What are some things that you absolutely like to do? When I was growing up and up until recently, my favorite thing to do was to play Monopoly. And we would play Monopoly, me, my wife, my dad, and my mom, we would play Monopoly until I won. So we we would play 4 hour games of Monopoly, and that was a hobby of mine. I playing board games, playing video games. You can turn your hobby into cash. You have a intimate knowledge of your hobby. You know, maybe you know about video games, maybe you know about different types of board games, the different types of Monopoly games that are out there, and you can make money from that because there are other people that have the same hobbies. People might be looking for the best hobby for father and sons, the best hobby for twin 4 year olds, the best hobby for a 4 year old girl. People are asking these questions a million, if not billion times over, and you can get in front of those people, you can solve their problems, and you can make money. So hobbies is another good one, and that is number 6. After hobby is, and I put wish list items. Basically what I mean for this is items that you wish you wanted, items that you may spend time looking at. If you are interested in the new Camaro, it's a mid-engine Camaro, or excuse me, if you're interested in the new Corvette, it's a mid-engine Corvette. You have probably done some time researching it. You probably looked at a few YouTube videos, but there's money in that as well. People that are buying the new Corvette might be looking to upgrade a spoiler. They might be looking to upgrade their wheels and their tires. They might be wanting to get a flashy gear shifter, whatever. There are people on the other side of that where they have products that they want to get in front of those other people's hands, the customer's hands, and you can be that middleman. You can be that person in the front that can provide the 10 best or the 10 must-have accessories for your new 2020 Corvette. And when people come to your website, maybe people come to your YouTube channel, you recommend those products and services and you get paid a commission. So if there are luxury items that you wish you had, you can make content about it even though you don't have it. The things that are on our wish list, we ultimately or usually know so much more about it than anything else because we've spent so much time researching it. When I had a Camaro, I researched. I looked at different cleaning supplies. I looked at different videos, how to wash your car so that you don't get scratches. I used to spend a ton of money just buying stuff for my car. I'd clean it. I bought a power washer, a pressure washer just for my car. I bought a special Canon for my car just so that I could wash my car better than ever before. But again, if you have a wish list, if there's an item on your wish list, you can take that. That's an awesome niche for you because you have very intimate knowledge about it. All right, so after that, you can take a look at your YouTube and Google search history. So if I jump over to my YouTube channel, I can just go over to the left here, and I need to slide this over probably so you can see that. So I go over to the left, and I can click on my history. On my history, it's going to have a bunch of stuff about podcasting. It's going to have my videos, and it's going to have essentials for podcasting, how to become better at podcasting. And you can take that because I have done some research about podcasting. I can turn around and start creating content as a newbie in podcasting. 10 things I wish I knew before I started podcasting. The best microphone for podcasting, because that could be different than a YouTube microphone. You can turn all of this around. You can recommend the best products and services, and you can make money. Do you need a special web hosting provider for podcasting? 10 best web hosting providers for podcasting. So you can go on and spin this multiple different ways, all based off of search history. Now, the great thing with the internet and YouTube is you don't have to be an expert in anything. You just basically need to be one step ahead of the next person. You have to be willing to turn around and teach or entertain or do a combination of both, and that person will find value in your video or find value in your content, and they will buy the product or service that you're recommending. So you can do the same thing obviously with Google, but Google and YouTube are essentially the same, at least in my mind. All right, so after search history, you can also take a look at things that you already know. So what do you have intimate knowledge of? What are some of the experiences that you have? What are some of the stories that you can tell? And then relate them to a product or service where you can get paid a commission. And again, you can fall back on being a parent, parent of twins, being a single parent. There's just a number of different options that you can take advantage of. When you think about things that you've done, there are a ton of different opportunities out there. All right, so after what you already know, what I recommend next is spying on people on social media. What are the trending topics on social media? What are people talking care about? If there is a product or service, if there's a problem that people are talking about over and over and over again on social media, you can turn that problem into money by creating a YouTube channel or a podcast or a blog post and then recommending different solutions for that problem. So again, jump on Facebook if you have it, jump on Twitter, Instagram, figure out what problems people are having, create content, and then actually send them the content that you've created and say, hey, I've helped solve your problem. So jump on any social media if you want to know. For another good one is, right now, everyone's talking about TikTok, and everyone wants to know how they can make money from TikTok. What you could do is you could create a TikTok channel, you can create a YouTube channel, you can tell people how you started monetizing TikTok, and then recommend a course that can do the same thing. So there's just a number of different opportunities out there if you just spy on what other people are talking about, what other people are passionate about. And again, these are the different ways to find a niche for affiliate marketing. And then the next one that we want to cover is, what are they talking about on your favorite podcasts? Now, this can be huge because I listen probably to 2 or 3 podcasts right now. And there are some reoccurring themes that come up, and there are some opportunities to make some money. And so what you want to do is obviously create content, whether, again, it's your own podcast, YouTube channel, what have you, and you can start making money. There are a number of different ways that you can start making money with affiliate marketing. I don't want you to spend a ton of time worrying about the perfect niche, because there are no perfect niches. I'm here to tell you that if you're looking for the niche that is not saturated, that you can roll into and start making $1,000 per day with a little bit of effort, that's not going to happen. Probably. What I'm here to tell you is, if you put in consistent and persistent effort every single day, you can make money in any single niche. And that's the takeaway that I want you to gather from this from this live stream, is that you can make money in any niche, but you have to be willing to put in the consistent and persistent action. You put in an hour a day every single day, even on the weekends, you can see some results. It's when you put in 5 pieces of content, you step back and you reflect on how well you've done for yourself, and you wonder why you're not making $1,000 per day. That's when you start to fail at affiliate marketing, and then you realize, and then you tell people that it's a scam and that it doesn't work. So if you guys have any questions, definitely throw them out there. Hopefully this has helped you out. Usually at the end of my live streams, I like to add a call to action, and what I recommend that you guys do is look at some of these things that I mentioned. Look at your weirdness. What makes you different? What makes you unique? Look at Google Trends. Look around your house. Look around your apartment. Wherever you are, look around and see what people are doing. See what people are talking about. Look at your recent purchases. There are people that are getting Amazon deliveries every single day. And so I know people are buying and selling. Look at those recent purchases. Look at your hobbies. You are stuck in the house. What are you doing in the house? And how can you monetize that? If you're dancing, you probably can make money recommending the clothes that you're wearing. If you're wearing a special type of t-shirt, you can make money doing that. If you are singing, you could recommend a special microphone. This microphone will make you sound like Mariah Carey. There are so many different ways that you could make money that you just have to open your eyes and look, and then take consistent and persistent action. So for the next hour, go ahead, find a niche, and then start figuring out different ways that you can make money with that niche. If you guys have a question, definitely throw them out there. Anyway, I appreciate you. Even if you are watching the review, feel free to post some comments down below. I go through and try to answer every single one within 24 hours. Once again, my name is Alston. Thanks for watching, and you guys have a great night.